welcome to the stage, Mike Zakarian.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the NBA Bit. You can see Bandy's here. He's ready to roll. Hope everybody's having a nice little Friday the 13th. Ooh, little spooky season. It was a spooky season last night for me. It was just, anything I could have gotten wrong, I go wrong yesterday, which is fun. You know, it's good to stay grounded, good to stay level-headed. We get a fun one for you today. If you haven't checked out Bagel with Locks, that's live. We'll be live with Live Before Lock. We've now said live too many times. Also, for you So Rare bros, we got the green light here for some MLB content this year. So we'll be doing our weekly So Rare MLB show this year, which is fun. So if that's your life, you know, we'll be back at it. So updates on that soon. Today we'll go over last night's stuff. We'll get into tonight's stuff, and then we'll just cruise into the weekend. You know what I'm saying? I will give you an old man hoops update. I'm down so bad. It was a good game. We won by a lot. So our team was off to a really slow start this season. We started off 3. We basically, I think we're now 4-4. We have to win out to the playoffs. There's 12 teams, I think 11 teams, only 4 make the playoffs. We got to win out. We won last night. We have 2 games left. We won last night by 30. We won by a lot. Not only do we have to win out, the point differential might come into play. So we won by a lot last night. The 3-ball was flying. I think we knocked down 4 of them. Had a couple right to the rack. But the funniest thing, they were a pretty big physical team, and our team wasn't rebounding really well. It was pissing me off. So I started aggressively boxing out. And that's my favorite thing to do, is when this tiny little 5'7" dude puts an ass into a belly, creates some space for boards, you know? And I usually don't get the boards, but I just box out. And that was fun. But I'm down. My back is cooked. And I was feeling good after the game, because I've been dealing with a foot thing and a back thing, and I was feeling great. And I got home a little late, had a little something to eat, and then we're like, hey, we get time to watch the pit. Let's watch the pit. And I was feeling so good that I didn't ice. And then when I went to bed, I could feel it happening. So a little dinged up today, but we're good. Is it a Jordan hoodie? No. WNBA, bro. We're WNBA bros. One other thing, too, that I just realized, and then we'll get into last night. Live Before Lock on Monday might be a little bit earlier than normal, because I'm going to see Zach Lowe live at the Paramount in Brooklyn. So I need to get out there earlier. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll have some update Monday morning, but that's for Monday. Let's focus on the present. Let's get everybody present. Let's stay with me here, okay? Let's get into last night's action. And we got to start with the record-breaking performance. Because I watched the pit, I only watched the last 7 minutes or so of this game. We have to start with SGA, but I am a Celtics fan, so I'm going to start with the Celtics. They have to give Joe Mazzulla Coach of the Year. Normally, I don't say that after a loss. They just have to give him Coach of the Year. All right. There's no one else that deserves it more at this point. But let's start with, and I'll get to the reasons why. But SGA, a slow start last night, and then scored 14 in the fourth. 14 of the 24 points all came from Mr. Gilgeous. He had 35, 9, and 6. He has now had, I believe it is 127 straight games with 20-plus points, surpassing Wilt Chamberlain. You break a Wilt Chamberlain record, we got to talk about it. All right. That's impressive. SGA is just as consistent as it gets, just a professional bucket getter. I don't think he hits the rim anymore, right? My fan, not a rim job guy. He's just getting buckets all the time. Nothing but net. SGA was just awesome in this one. Also, but the Celtics, man, no Tatum in this one. Galactic was saying, what's up with Tatum? So what happened was he tore his Achilles and then played 3 games in a row. So they just gave him a night off. That's all it was. I saw a lot of people do too, looking at the schedule, being like, why rest him against OKC when you have the Wizards on Saturday? You got to see the forest through the trees, bros. See the forest through the trees. This is getting postseason ready. They don't need to win this game. So Tatum and White sit. And this is still somehow a close game. Celtics took a 3-point lead into halftime, played him even in the third, and then the Thunder outscored him by 5 in the fourth quarter. Jaylen Brown hit an insane. So SGA goes down, hits a jumper, which again, I don't know why the Celtics were allowing him to do this. Just go throw a double at him, right? But anyways, he hits just a sicko bucket. They had to sub out Jaylen Brown because Jaylen Brown had 5 fouls and he was covering SGA. Off the bench, Hugo Gonzalez comes in. He picks up SGA. They set a screen. It switches on to Shireman, and then SGA creates a space, knocks down the jumper. Jaylen Brown, the next time down, he does maybe like 14 drop step moves with Lou Dort on him, and then hits this absurd turnaround, fading away. I mean, if it like rainbow-esque, just bloop, drops right in, ties the game up. There's now, excuse me, 20 plus seconds left or whatever it is. Thunder go down. This time, the Celtics throw a double at him. SGA swings it over to Caruso in the corner. And I'm going to tell you what, it's still scary seeing Caruso take an open shot, but I would much rather have Caruso do that than SGA go hit his mid-range. Caruso bricks the 3 ball. Chetty, bang, bang, grabs the board. They end up calling the offensive foul. A defensive foul on Sam Hauser. Did not see the Hauser foul. I did see Ron Harper Jr. coming from behind. That got him. I thought that was more of a foul than the other one. And then, yeah, I mean, Chet Holmgren goes to the line, knocks him down. But then the 0.8 of a second left. They get a clean look for fast PP. Peyton Pritchard from Triple Land does not go down. Good win for the Thunder. Honestly, it's a fine loss for the Celtics. I can't believe they were in this game on the road, hung with them tight. AJ got the start, played 30 minutes, so no one needs to worry about his minutes. Good defense from the Celtics, though. Chet had 14 and 9, and then everybody else just a smattering of points. Jaylen Brown played 41 minutes, was not super efficient because he had to deal with the Dort report. And I tell you what, we're going to talk Dort report. We're going to do the Dort report drop. Snoopaloop getting here a little late saying it's Happy National Open Umbrella Indoor Days. No, thank you, sir. No, thank you. Nice try. The Celtics side of stuff, yeah, JB 34, 7 and 6. Pritchard 2 for 9 for 3, only 14. Not a lot of offense. But the fact that Mazzulla had this anywhere near a close game, just coach of the year. A rare time where an L is actually a W for a coach. Shout out Joey Maz. Good win for the Thunder, though. They just continue to cruise. They can just cruise in. Shout out Will Smith. Okay, so let's start going across the association and let's find all of the things that I got wrong yesterday. Let's start with the Spurs and the Nuggets. Excuse me. Okay, as I outlined yesterday, Spurs were 5.5-point favorites or 6.5-point favorites when we started the show. Clearly, that means Wembanyama's playing. No, Wemby gets ruled out like, I don't know, an hour before the game. My bags were toast. My bags could not have been more on fire. Just like Billy Madison is just poop on fire in front of somebody's door. No Wemby. Has to be Luke Cornett night, right? This game was actually kind of fun. The Spurs got out to a big lead, right? You can see they were up 14 at halftime. Nuggets slowly chipped away, and then in the fourth quarter, outscored them by 17 to get that W. Jokic, man, he's not going to win MVP because the Thunder just have too many wins. But holy hell, man, 9 for 17 from the field. 31 points on 17 field goal attempts, 2 for 6 from 3, 11 for 11 from the line, 20 boards, 12 dimes, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. It seemed like Jamal Murray was having a quiet night. I don't have it in front of me, but I swear to God, it's like 30 of the 39 felt like they came in the second half, late third quarter, early fourth quarter specifically. He had 39 points, 15 free throws, knocked him down. Look at these dudes, 26 for 26 from the line between their best 2 players, 7 dimes. I mean, granted, like they got to win this game anyways. They should be winning this game without Wemby on the other side. But just a good comeback win on the road, a tough back-to-back. They get the W at home against Houston and then on the road against San Antonio, trying to chip back up to the top half of the playoff bracket. Look at the heavy minutes, though. Christian Brown had 11 and 9. Off the bench, they got 10 from Strother. He hit a big 3 during the comeback. No Aaron Gordon in this one. Thank God. Thank God. When Aaron Gordon was listed as questionable, I was like, David Adelman, do not do this, okay? Give him the night off. Let him relax. Anyways, Gordon gets the night off. They win 136-131. The guards were cooking, though. Look at Castle and Fox combined for 57 points, 19 assists, and 14 rebounds with only 6 turnovers. They did a little bit of everything. Stephen Castle, 30 points, 11 boards, 10 dimes, little trippy dubby, 27-9 from What Does the Fox Say? Dylan Harper got hurt in this one. He finished with 13, 5, and 5. I wasn't sure if honestly, I was listening to the game while I was in the shower. I wasn't sure if he came back after that injury. But he got dinged up. It looked like he rolled an ankle. Harrison Barnes, these hands. He had 20 and 7 in this one. But anyways, good win for the Nuggets, who moved to 41 and 26. I don't think the Spurs are really worried about it. Spurs against Hornets tomorrow will be fun. I agree. Say, regulator, I agree. All right, way to take a sip of water. We're struggling this morning. All right, good win for Denver. Let's keep going. Let's go to the Lake Show, baby. This was the late one. Watched a little bit of this because I was seeing if my bags were going to be saved. Lakers win 142-130. Really funny quotes after the game. Really funny quotes after the game because they were asking because Bucelis and Luka were jawing a little bit. Let's do a Luka Magic drop too, actually, while we're at it, since he went freaking psycho last night.
Luka Magic.
So Matas after the game was basically like, yeah, man, I probably shouldn't have said anything to Luka. Yeah, no shit, man. No shit. Luka, dude, so if you played fantasy basketball last night, you see Jokic go for like 80 something fantasy points. You're like, man, my night is cooked. Nobody matches Jokic. Well, Luka, 17 for 31 from the field, 9 for 14 from 3, 51 points, 10 boards, and 9 dimes with 3 steals and a block. Did a little bit of everything in this one. He was awesome. LeBron, who was questionable, missed the last couple of games, he came back. He had a really slow first half, but finished with 18, 7, and 7. Dominating with a double-double, 23 and 10. And then even Austin Reeves went off for 37 and 5. Austin Reeves had a stretch. I want to say it was in the third quarter, early third, where he was just like tween, step back 3. Then he had another one where he crossed him up in the mid-range and knocked down the jumper. He was wet for a little bit. But yeah, really funny comments after the game by both Bucelis and Luka. Luka was like, yeah, I don't know why he was talking to me. Luka was trying to say Bucelis started it. Bucelis was saying Luka started it. Either way, really funny stuff. I enjoyed it. Chicago, the Bulls play tonight, and I'll bury we're not burying the lead here, but Josh Giddey played 40 minutes last night, man. There's no way he plays tonight, right? 40 minutes for the Giddler. He had 27 points, 15 dimes, 8 boards in this one. He was solid. Boozy Booze, 22 and 6. He had 4 stocks. I do think he had like 17 of his 22 in the first half. He cooled off a little bit in the second half, probably when Luka was going Super Saiyan out there. We got a little Yuki out there too. Yuki played 10 minutes. That was pretty fun. Yuki versus Rui. Good to see it. But anyways, Lakers moved to 41 and 25. I still continue to not believe in the Lakers, and they continue to win games. Miami Heat and Milwaukee Bucks. We got to share something, dude. We got to share something. Magi Carb shared this yesterday. And this is how bad the Milwaukee Cucks are down. Okay. This is how bad. So if you are a Bucks fan, you should ask for the social media. You don't have to ask for them to be fired, but like, Bucks, after losing 112-105, somehow Cam Thomas is in the thumbnail, said Bam did not score 83 points. Milwaukee, grow up. What are we doing? What are we doing? You're just trying to get them clicks? Shout out to Andy Samberg. You're trying to get them clicks, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? Grow up, Milwaukee. Miami just continues another team. If you are in the back half of the Eastern Conference, you don't lose games anymore. Giannis back to 30 minutes. He had 31 and 6 in this. He had an opportunity to tie the game late where he just stepped up and he's like, hey, why give the ball to a 3-point shooter when the Greek freak can brick it all on his own? The Coos went back to earth here. KPJ returned, though. We get some KPJ return. Let's wear the Porters. Boom.
We're the Porters. We share the crowd of up and down performers. Throwing things and buzzer beater corners.
Man, that drops like 100 years old now. Anyways, Cam Thomas, there you go. He made the thumbnail with 3 points in 16 minutes. Ryan Rollins had 16 and 10. Hey, do you guys remember? Do you guys remember when everyone was like, dude, Cam Thomas finally freed so he can fly? Scam Thomas, bros. Scam Thomas. I mean, like, he's not getting minutes. He's not getting enough minutes in Milwaukee. Like, it's over. It's over. It's not happening. Miami, on the other hand, Bam was held to just 21 and 8 in this one. No Tyler Hero again. Another call of mine in the dumpster. Who's down worse, Mike Scarron or the Milwaukee Bucks? Kel'el Ware played. He had 13 boards. That's fun. Pele Larson, huh? Couple of S's in there. He had 28 points, 6 boards, and 6 dimers. Kasparis Giannis. He had 18 and 7. He's been hooping a little bit lately. Miami, again, just continues to stack damn dubs. Stacking dubs. What other games can we talk about? There was just a lot of nasty stuff here. Pistons, Detroit basketball. We're drop heavy this morning.
Detroit basketball. Detroit basketball.
Detroit won by a million, 131 to 109. Look at this, the starting five for the 76ers. They said, hey, we know we're going up against Jalen Duren, but what if we did it without a center? No Drum Dog, no Bona, no Embiid, no Win. They had Watford, Edwards, Barlow, Grimes, and BJ. Everybody was bad. Minus 20, minus 5, minus 16, minus 28, minus 19. On the Pistons side of stuff, they play again tonight. They should have another dub tonight. Look at these minutes, though. 28 from Cade, only 15 from Duren. Did Duren get hurt? They're just like, we didn't need him. He had 14 and 10. Cade had 8 and 13. Toby, 15. Like, just nasty business all around. Just nasty stuff. Yeah, there we go. You want me to talk about the Bucks more, Snoopaloop? The 76ers falling out of the playoffs. No, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Do you think so? Do you think Philly's out there? You think Philly's out there? I still think they make it. It depends. As if they get Embiid and Maxey back in time, like they're not gonna fall out of the play-in. And like, listen, I love what Charlotte's doing. I want Charlotte to get into the playoffs. Orlando's hot right now. Toronto's a mess. Like I think Toronto, like I wouldn't trust Toronto to win a play-in game. I wouldn't trust Atlanta to win a play-in game. Like I would take Philly over both of those teams. The Hawks are not better. The Hawks are not better than Philly. They're not. We can talk about the Philly here in a second. Let's do Atlanta right now. Atlanta wins 108-97. This is the most fool's gold bullshit I've ever seen. I know they're 4 games over 500, and I thought we did this yesterday, but just in case we haven't, here we go. This is their ready. They beat the 76ers. They lost to Miami. Then here we go. They beat the Brooklyn Nets, the Washington Wizards, the Portland Trailblazers without Denny, the Milwaukee Bucks, Philadelphia 76ers without all their guys, the Dallas Mavericks, and the Brooklyn Nets. And now they get the tough task of the Milwaukee Bucks tomorrow night. Like, they haven't beaten anybody. And so, like, yeah, if Embiid's not ready, if Maxey's not ready, if Paul George isn't doing steroids anymore or whatever he was doing, if Kelly Oubre, yeah, sure, then Atlanta. But I'm still taking Philly. Over them in a play-in. And they might have the easiest schedule, but I don't think Atlanta's going to play themselves out of the play-in, and Philly's not going to play themselves out of the play-in because the Milwaukee Bucks are the team that's chasing them. So I still would lean. I would take Philly over Atlanta in a play-in game. Atlanta wins this one 108-97. He had 13 and 9 with 4 blocks and 2 steals. Jalen Johnson, just a cash, 21, 9 and 9. Nog gave him 18. CJ was disappointing. Mr. Kuminga came back. He only played 19 minutes though. And then Zachary Risache had 19 and 9 off the bench for the Atlanta Hawks. Yeah, whatever. 76ers versus Hornets in the 9-10 game is likely. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I can see the Raptors playing themselves right out of it, man. Toronto sucks balls right now. Anyways, Hawks 35-31. Brooklyn still sucks. Phoenix Suns. Hey, Big Z, the Zubats. Avicii came back last night. Rick Carlisle went full-on tank mode here. Look at this. Zubats starts the game. 16 first half minutes, 8 and 6. Andrew Nembhard, 23 points, 2 dimes and a steal in just 17 minutes. He did not play the second half. That's where we're at right now. That's what we're doing. That is what we're doing. No, they're not going to play second half. So Siakam, who's questionable tonight, I don't know what to do with this team, man. Here we go. Let's go. We've got for the Phoenix dude, we got Jalen Green. Finally a ceiling game from JG. 36 points, 4 dimes, 3 boards, and 4 steals. The book cooked last night. He had 43, 7, and 5 in that one. That was exciting for him. Both ceiling games for these fellas. Royce O'Neal poured in 15, knocking down 5 triples. That was really it. All the scoring came from those two guys. Phoenix moves to 39 and 27. 12 games over 500 for the often injured Phoenix Suns. Really impressive shit from them. Pacers just keep losing. Orlando, dude. Orlando on the back-to-back was like, hey, what if we took the Washington Wizards to overtime? Alex Sarr was going nuts in the first half. All right. In like 19 first half minutes, I think he had, or no, it was like 15 first half minutes. He had 16 points, 4 boards, 5 blocks, and 2 steals. And then the Wizards only played him 1 mini rotation to start the second half. Then he was done. Trae Young, same thing, 21 minutes. He had 15 and 6. Bilal Coulibaly poured in 29 and 37 minutes. Whatever. We don't have to talk about anything else with them. Orlando, Paolo is kind of rough, man. 10 of his 18 points came from the free throw line. He had 18 and 5 in this one. Tristan da Silva, 26 and 7. He had 4 steals. Suggs. Okay, man, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about because Jalen Suggs playing mucho minutos on a back-to-back is wild business, okay? Suggs was out there, 28 points in 34 minutes and 8 dimes. I didn't think Suggs was going to play. Wendell Carter Jr. had 19 and 11. Magic now, 9 games over 500. They've been ripping off W's. I still don't believe in them, but that's what they be doing. Last game of the night, right? I think we hit everything else. Dallas and Memphis. Shut up the Ben Folds 5 because this was the battle of who could care less. Gaffy Duck, huh? 22 and 14. 22 and 14 from him. Scooper Flag, kind of a rough one. 13, 7, and 6 in 33 minutes. I don't know. Dude, Najee Marshall had a crazy tweet last night. So I put it in the bagel with locks. It's been deleted. It's since been deleted. But the tweet was Najee tweeted, "Feel like I lost my mojo." At 11:14 p.m. Eastern time, he tweeted, "I feel like I lost my mojo." Man, I feel you, Najee. I feel you, Najee. Same, bro. Same. Common Man saying, kid ain't about tanking. You want to know why he's not about tanking? Jason Kidd is about tanking. We've seen him do it before. That's how you got Derek Lively. The reason he couldn't tank last night is because he got out-tanked. All right, because they played Gafford, PJ, Najee, Cooper Flag, Max Christie. All of those guys, NBA players. The starting 5 for the Memphis Grizzlies, Gigi Jackson, Jalen Wells, Javon Small, Ryan Rupert, Olivier Maxence Prosper. They signed the guy to a 10-day hardship contract. His name is Tyler Burton. That's some Chat GPT shit. He played 29 minutes. The guy, fresh off the pine, 29 minutes, took 7 triples, 1 for 7 from 3. Taylor Hendricks played 24 minutes, and then Meshack played 31. You can't out-tank the tank gods, the Memphis Grizzlies. 120-112 win for Dallas. That does it. Let's look at the stand. We kind of looked at the East a little bit, but to Regulators' point early, like, look at this shit, man. 4 games separating the 5 seed from the 10 seed. The 5 from the 10, just 4 games separating them. Hawks have won 8 in a row. Heat have won 7 in a row. Magic have won 6 in a row. Raptors have the vibes in the dumpster. They're 4 and 6 in their last 10. And then the 76ers playing 5 honey ball, but it's going to get worse from there. Charlotte will be catching Philly. That's for damn sure. I don't even think it's out of control to say either Atlanta or Charlotte catching Toronto too, the way that they're playing. Let's actually look at Toronto's upcoming schedule because they do play tonight. That'll kind of pivot us into tonight's stuff, right? So they have Phoenix tonight. Suns are on a back-to-back. Hold on. Here we go. So they have Phoenix tonight, then Detroit, Chicago, Denver, Phoenix again, Utah, Clippers, Pels, Magic, Detroit. Sacramento will be a dub. Memphis a dub. But then it's Boston, Miami, New York, and then Brooklyn, which will be a dub. That's not good for them. That is not good for them. Regulators, his Homer hard on right here. Yeah, Con is I think everybody's agreeing with this at this point. The only people that think Cooper Flag should win Rookie of the Year at this point in the season are either Mavericks fans, Duke fans, or people that bet on Cooper Flag. Con Knipple, and I guess even the Duke fans are like I don't know. They're like the Kendall Jenner Pepsi commercial, right? Con is the Rookie of the Year. Con's the Rookie of the Year for sure. Let's look at the standings on the West side of things too. The Lakers and Nuggets, both picking up W's there. So the Lakers here are the 3 seed. They have a half game lead over both the Rockets and the Nuggets. Nuggets now winners of 2 in a row. They're in the 5 seed and have a half game lead over the Timberwolves, who are in action tonight. And then, the Suns just a game back from Minnesota. It'd be crazy if Phoenix made the top 6. That would be really crazy business. David Hill is late today in talking about the Celtics stuff. I'm with you, man. The Celtics looked good last night, even in the loss without their guys. Although I think I don't think Vooch matters. Vooch has been dog shit since joining the Celtics, outside of 2 good games, one against the Bulls and one where he let him play garbage time. So there we go. The media were saying that if Cooper can back strong, who's the media? What media is saying that? I haven't seen that. I mean, Con is the favorite right now, right? Con is the betting favorite. There's no way. Anyways, Clippers, this is your 8, 9, 10, whatever. We don't need to talk about the rest of these. Let's get into tonight's stuff. Try to find some angles. And see if there's anything we like. All right. So let's go to Friday. I got to tell you, man, these games are awful. These games are awful tonight. There literally is not one that I was like, ooh, that's fun. I should tune into this one. No, I'm out on all of them. I hate all of the basketball games tonight. We've got Memphis on a back-to-back against Detroit on a back-to-back. And Detroit is favored by 1 billion. All right. 1 billion points tonight. Cade played 28 minutes last night. Duren should be fresh. I will say right now, if you want to do, I don't know what the odds are, but Jalen Duren to get 500 rebounds tonight is in play. Memphis is going to be rolling out a bunch of 5-9ers. Duren should have no problem getting a ton of boards. Andy's fresh. There's still no Asar Thompson in this one. Karis LeVert, who is doubtful and then missed last night, is questionable tonight. Memphis gets Ty Jerome back. They also, all the guys that missed yesterday, Santi Aldama, Cedric, I'm not sure about Coward, but Santi Aldama, I think Coward. There's I'm missing one other one, Cam Spencer. All those guys are going to be queued up today. I suspect most of them go. Scottie Pippen Jr. is still out, though. SPJ still out. But this is a bad game. I don't want to watch this game. Then we have the Bing Bong Boys taking on the Indiana Pacers. Knicks are favored by 2 touchdowns. Catman Duke, Karl Anthony Towns is questionable. He's dealing with some knee stuff. Josh Hart, who missed the last game, he is also questionable. Them being favored by 2 touchdowns makes me think Cat is going, but honestly, they should probably be favored by 2 touchdowns regardless. I don't really know what to do. I will say, if you think Karl Anthony Towns is playing tonight and you are on the Underdog app, he's super cheap. He's super cheap right now. You can get a fallen Cat. I hate it, but you can do it. And then, if Cat were to miss, though, maybe does Mitch Rob bang the boards a little bit? OG Anunoby does some more stuff. Again, hard to get excited about all this stuff. Hard to get excited about all of it. Regulator said the Raptors will upset the Suns. Well, Regulator, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. It's hard to upset a team when you are favored by 4.5. But before we do that, let's do the Pacers. So the Pacers played Nembhard and Zubats last night. I imagine maybe one of them sits. Do they do like every other, right? So they bring Siakam back. Siakam's questionable tonight. He missed last night. The thing you have to decide, though, right? Because the last couple of games Siakam has played, although the Siakam injury sounds like a real injury, so there's a chance he just does not go. But if Siakam does go, right, the last couple of games, he's played 29 to 32 minutes. That's enough minutes for Siakam to get there. However, did Rick Carlisle tip his hat a little bit? And he's like, hey, man, I'm not playing my guys in the second half anymore like he did with Nemby and Zubats. The counter to that argument is last night against Phoenix, maybe he thought that was a more winnable game, right? Because that was pretty competitive in the first half. The Knicks probably won't be competitive. Although I do think the Pacers gave it to the Knicks in the Garden not too long ago. So I don't really know what to make of it. I don't. The Raptors side of stuff, I just mentioned that, right? One of the sneaky, difficult back-to-backs is going to Toronto on the back end, right? Something about customs makes it tricky. Maybe too many Labatt Blues on the flight. But the Suns now, they took care of work there in Indiana last night. They're now in Toronto. I think it still should be no Mark Williams, still should be no Dylan Brooks. One thing I would keep an eye on: Jordan Goodwin, Haywood Highsmith, and Grayson Allen. Right, they were all questionable going into last night's action. They were coming back from injury. I don't know if they slow them down at all or I don't know. So pay attention to that midday. Toronto. Got some good news. The Vibe King, Colin Murray Boyles. I promise you, he would have fought DeJounte Murray. CMB satellite. He is returning, or no, I'm sorry. He was upgraded to questionable. He's missed the last couple of weeks. I imagine if he goes, it's probably only 20-ish minutes, but that's some good news. The bad news, or maybe good news because he's been playing like ass. Scotty Barnes is questionable tonight. Again, on the underdog, similarly to Karl Anthony Towns, but even cheaper. Scotty, if Scotty wasn't going, if Scotty doesn't go, Scotty doesn't know. If Scotty wasn't playing, would the Raptors be favored by 4.5? Oh, dude, a truck just spun some tires right outside. Hell yeah, bro. 9:30 in the morning. Let's ride. But would the Raptors be favored by 4.5 if Scotty wasn't playing basketball tonight? The leadership and tutelage of Brandon Ingram, is he enough to be favored by 4.5? If you think Scotty doesn't go, fire up your BIs, your IQs, your RJs, your JPs. We did it. We made Jakob Pertl JP just to keep that going. I kind of like RJ regardless in the sixth. RJ and IQ aren't really being drafted. I think that's kind of fun. So I might mess around with that a little late. And then we get Cavs and the Mavs, and that sounds fun, Cavs and Mavs, but it's not going to be a fun basketball game to watch. We have another one where we got two tutty favorites. Dallas coming off a win last night, so I expect them to take a dump just to make sure that they stay down in the lottery ball, ping pong balls. Cleveland still without the Strucy Lucy, but it does sound like Max is going to be returning to basketball action soon. Jared Allen still out, so is Tyrese Proctor. Okay, I hate to do this, guys. This is not my favorite thing to do, but it might be Evan Mobley night, all right? The Mavs have been getting beaten up in the interior. I know Daniel Gafford had a pretty big game last night. Gaffy Duck normally doesn't play back-to-backs. I'll be curious to see if we get a late or a midday downgrade for old Gaffard. If that's true, that means Mobley will only be dealing with Marvin Bagley. And I sneaky like Bagley's rebound numbers, as Cleveland's been kind of weak sauce on the glass lately. But yeah, something to pay attention to. I kind of like Mobley tonight. Obviously, hashtag hard on Spida. Yeah, they should get a W, bounce back spot for them. Big total, but also a big spread. Not great, Bob. Not great, Bob. Okay, weirdly, this is my second favorite game of the night. That's how bad this slate is. This slate's so bad that I'm like, ooh, New Orleans and Houston. Don't mind if I do. H-Town has Goon Squad. He's questionable tonight. Şengün dealing with some lower back pain. Same, bro. Goon's queued up. Speaking of mid, Goon's been pretty rough lately. He's cost me $200,000, which I thought about last night on the train ride to my basketball game. So if you thought I was over that dog bowl performance, I'm not. But anyways, Goon's questionable. If he were to miss, Jabari, Tari, I wish there was another Ari so that I could just end that. But Jabari and Tari should all get a little bit of a boost. I also wonder if they slide Tyrese into the 5 and start up Reed Shep. Does Shepard get the start if the Goon Squad misses? So you have to decide, is it pants down, it's Goon time, or pants up, no Goon? I don't really know. I think I would lean out-ish, but Şengün, I feel like, has been playing through a lot of Q tags lately. So I don't really know what to do with it. That's kind of a touch point you have to figure out. Obviously, if he doesn't go, the guys that I mentioned, but KD and Amen Thompson, already good plays, would still continue to be good plays. I do think they could start Reed, though, just because of how small New Orleans plays sometimes. So I don't know, something to pay attention to. The Pelicans, one of the things I've been struggling with, I love rostering Zion Williamson. I do. I just love. Yeah, of course I haven't forgotten. Yeah, that's my hot take. Genocide be bad. All right. But anyway, Zion, also, I love if somebody was just tuning in and that's the first thing you heard. Uh, I'm assuming it's a man. So Zion, I like since DeJounte has returned and they've just got a lot of bodies. And like Zion has still been efficient, but like the ceiling's not there. And with DeJounte, we're seeing less of like the point Zion. So I don't know if we got full ceiling from the Williamson man. I think if I had to rank my Pellies, Trey Murphy would be the one that I like the most. And then I think I'd like DeJounte a little bit more than Zion. Is that crazy to say? And then Bay, Sadiq Bay's kind of taken a back seat since everybody came back. He's still fine. He's still fine, but maybe a little less exciting. But yeah, anyways, I'm kind of excited to watch that game. Another game I don't really care about. The only reason I'd want to watch this one is because Minnesota has been dog shit, and it's like, how dog shit can they be? You know, like, can you lose to a Golden State team that sucks balls right now? Steph Curry, as we mentioned yesterday, right, going to be reevaluated in now 9 more days, but the Golden State Warriors have flown the flag. It's done. It's done. Yeah, Regulator said love DeJounte saying they're going to make the play-in. Yeah, I know, man. I know. Math is hard. Math is hard for my boy. But yeah, Minnesota, they've just been so bad. Ayo Dosunmu missed the last game. He's questionable again tonight. If he were to miss, maybe that's a few more bones minutes, maybe some more a safer floor for old Dante DiVincenzo. I expect Minnesota to win this one. Anthony Edwards should be able to do whatever he wants tonight, right? Golden State's still without Moses Moody and company. That means Podziemski is going to play a lot of minutes. DeAnthony Melton is questionable. Kind of a big deal. If Melton misses, that means more Gary Payton. I don't know. I don't really know what to do. I don't really know what to do with Minnesota or Golden State for that matter. I think the only safe Warriors right now are Guy Santos and I forgot to say Quentin Post is questionable too. Guy Santos and Podziemski. Those are the only 2 guys that are going to play a lot of minutes. And then on the Minnesota side too, I really don't trust anybody. I don't trust anybody in the Minnesota side of stuff, man. It's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde with this team, man. Sometimes they look incredible, and other times it's just like, well, Anthony Edwards is going to score 35 points in a loss. Like Randall is so hit or miss. Naz Reid, like I feel like he's putting up empty numbers on the off the bench. Like I don't understand. And I was banging the drum, man. They were my dark horse team. I was excited. My dance on my underdog dance bags are packed with some T-Wolves. And you catch them on the right night, and they look fun as hell. But then all of a sudden, dog do. And then is this the 2 more games? Jazz and the TBs, the Trailblazers. Listen, Keontae George dinged up his hamstring. He's out for 2 weeks. You knew the Jazz were going to milk that shit. If Keontae was ready to go, it doesn't matter. He left the game early. Yeah, sorry, Key. You're never playing again. So you would think wheels up on Isaiah Collier, right? So Keontae George played 20 minutes in that last game. When he went out, Collier still only got up to 20 minutes, which is confusing. Why is Isaiah Collier too good that they can't tank? I don't know what to do with that. I think everybody's going to jam Collier today, and I understand why with no Keontae, but I feel like we might just get 27 minutes of Collier against Drew Holiday. Is that enough? Would it be enough? Shout out Hamilton. That's the kind of range you have here today. So if you think Collier's like a little bit more limited, one thing they did last game is they played Bryce Sensabaugh on the ball. Bryce Sensa on the ball a little bit more. And that's kind of fun. And then the only other guy that I trust, Filipowski's probably going to play 25 to 27 minutes, but Ace Bailey, they have been running his minutes up. So maybe it's just Bailey, Collier, some Sensabaugh. I don't know. I hate it. On the Portland side of stuff, the old Denny Avdia played a full 34 minutes his last time out. That's pretty exciting because you never really know where you're getting with Denny as he was coming back from that back pain, right? But if he's going to play full, that's exciting. We can do that then. We can do that with Denny. So Denny's fun. The other thing, he was the cover boy here on Bagel with Locks, which, by the way, I'm going to drop a link right here, right now to Bagel with Locks. It's a free Substack. Go check it out. We break down the slate every morning. It's First Thoughts. Kling Kong, Donovan Clingan is the one that made the cover for tonight. And that's just because if it's Kyle Filipowski and Kevin Love, first of all, just like way too many white guys on the court. But if those are going to be the bigs that Kling Kong is going against, Put me on the Klingon side of things, man. We haven't seen like a full ceiling game from Klingon, but holy moly, that could be a ton of minutes. There we go, Coxer. He gets it. He gets it, bro. He gets it, bro. I don't think he's going to play 32 minutes, though. I wish he was playing 32 minutes. Will Hardy, you fickle bitch. I don't know what to do with you. I don't know who you're going to play. I feel like he's got one of those wheels. Shout out the Top Shot days. Like he's spinning a wheel and he's like, come on down, Elijah Harkless, 33 minutes. Like I got to check his Kalshi account. Like, is he throwing bets down? Also, if you guys aren't listening to this new podcast on The Ringer with Jason Concepcion and Tyler Parker, they're I forget what it's called. Is it called Wait a Second? And it's just doing conspiracy shit. Oh, it's good. It's good. But anyways, they talked about Kalshi and prediction markets yesterday, or 2 days ago. It's really fun episode. Go check it out. Use hashtag Zakar. No, there's no hashtag. I mean, I was going to say promo code. There's no promo code. But anyways, I really like Klingon. Really like Denny. I think you can just F around with Jeremy Grant if you want to, sexually speaking. Last game of the night, the Chicago Post. The Bulls are taking on the Clippers. Chicago, I mentioned, played last night. Josh Giddey played 155 minutes. I'm really nervous that we're going to see a big QAnon tag come out around, I would say, 1:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Josh Giddey is going to get a Q tag. There's just no way he plays it back-to-back, right? Also, I noticed the sex god, Colin Sexton, is questionable. Okoro is questionable. Patrick Williams is questionable. Jalen Smith is doubtful. Could be Boozy Booze night. Boozellis. Do we fire up some Boozellis? The Clippers already ruled out Darius Garland. They're giving him the Tatum treatment, just a night off after coming back from injury. So, Kawhi, to me, is the 101. He's the 101 tonight. Clippers have been playing a lot faster since the trade deadline. Although no Garland maybe slows it down. Benny Math should cook. Benny Math should absolutely cook. He should. Jordan Miller season. Yeah, maybe some Miller, maybe some Chris Dunn. I also think you could do some Derek Jones Jr. I think you could do that. Coxer said, will you do a dance stream soon? I tell you what I'm going to do since we just got through tonight's slate. That's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to jump in a dance right now, and that's how we'll wrap up. I don't really I haven't done one in like 2 weeks. Oh, Leonard Miller. Yeah, you could do Leonard Miller. Yeah, Conan, he's out for the year, which is a bummer. But yeah, I haven't done ranks for this in a long time. So I'm a little rusty here. And I'm going to just use the ranks that I already have, but I think I'm going to jump in one right now. That's how we'll end the show tonight. That's how we'll end the show tonight. Or this morning. Jeez Louise. Also, just a reminder here, we'll be back with Live Before Lock at 5 p.m. Tonight. We'll be breaking down the slate last minute with all the last minute news and all that fun stuff. So make sure you tune into that on Elite Fantasy Sports. That'll be at 5. And that'll do it, donkey. All right, here we go. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's go over to the NBA. The NBA. Oh, we're getting a dunking after dark tonight? Hell yeah. I want to lose mucho money. All right, here we go. Let's see. Waiting for 3 people. We're going to do a little dance. But yeah, my ranks are probably way off here. Whatever. Who cares? Again, we're just trying to build combos. So my dance bags, if we look at them, let's actually do that right now. We can look at my main exposures here. And some of the stuff that's gotten a lot more expensive are the Celtics, right? So if we go position by position, we were slamming the Hornets. A lot of LaMelo, a lot of Derek White, a lot of Peyton Pritchard. Then you see Austin Reeves, Anthony Edwards, Maxey, which kind of hurts right now, Luka. So a lot of Lakers, a lot of Nuggets, and a lot of Celtics. You got, again, Brandon Miller, ton of Brandon Miller, and then Gordon, Watson, Tatum, LeBron James, Connie Knips, regular season Randall. We get some J-Dub out there. And then the bigs, Jokic, 37% of the time. It works every time. Namey, Joel Embiid, yikes. Chetty, bang, bang. But again, a lot of Minnesota bros. I do think one of the more interesting ways to build here, we need 3 more, otherwise we just end the show. So come on, bros. I think one of the more interesting ways to build now are the San Antonio Spurs, right? Because you have You got to get Wemby, obviously, in the first round. I think it's hard to get there without Wemby, but the rest of the pieces are pretty cheap, right? We've seen Castle. No, we're not doing ranks today, DJP, because I'm in the dance. We've got like Castle and Fox are pretty cheap. Actually, we had time to do ranks. Let's do ranks. But Castle and Fox are pretty cheap, so that's pretty fun. I think you can do it. All right, let's clear these. We'll wait to see if that fills. Excuse me. All right. So, man, this morning Cade was the 101, but it switched. So now we got Kawhi Cade. I think you can put Ant ahead of Brunson if you wanted to. I really like Ant's matchup. Either way is fine. Either way is fine. And then I'm actually just going to follow ADP here. Although I'm going to put to Harden. So I'm going to go Mitchell, Mobley, Harden. I'm going to put Denny next, though. I want Denny next. A little bit nervous of Booker on the back-to-back. So I'm actually going to go Amon and Booker, which is probably going to be bad. It's probably going to be bad. Actually, let's put Booker ahead of Amon. We don't need to like completely fade. But this range is tough, man. I think I'm going KD, Cooper, Cat. No, I'm sorry. We're going to put Duran ahead of Cat. Then I'll have Cat. I'm going to go Trey and then Giddey. I'm really nervous about the Giddey stuff. After that, I kind of think Scotty's playing, so I don't think it's the craziest thing to do that, to like put Scotty next. But I'm going to go Zion, B.I., DeJounte, and then Goon, Barnes, Kyle. That's how I'm going to treat that range. Again, I want a lot of DeJounte tonight, even though it's not the best of matchups. He's just, the minutes look good, man, right? Where did he play 32 in the last one? I like DeJounte. I want a lot of DeJounte. Honestly, I'm tempted to put DeJounte ahead of Ingram because Ingram, I just don't love the Ingram. I shouldn't do it. And then this range sucks too. Let's just put Klingon up there. Actually, I'm going to put Klingon ahead of Kyle. And then we'll go Drew. I like Drew. Now, let's go Pods, Drew, OG. I'm a little bit nervous about Jalen Green. Let's go Boozy, Randall, and then JG. I'll put Collier at 30, Collier at 30, Benny Math at 31. I think that's fine. I'm fine with Siakam here. I almost kind of hope he gets ruled out so I don't have to deal with it. Again, I think RJ is a really good pick here late since he's not going every time. I think Ace Bailey's a really fun pick. I mentioned if you think Gafford goes, throw Gafford in there. Jabari, Tari. I shouldn't full fade Rudy either. We should get some Rudy in there too. IQ, Guy Santos, Rudy, Jeremy Grant. That gets us to 41. Let's see any other scrolls. I think Jakob Pertl's like a fine scroll if he's going to play 30 minutes, but the return of Colin Murray Boyles might make that a little less fun. I mentioned Bryce Sensabaugh. Josh Hart, if you think he goes. Naz Reid is fine. Toby Sexton, I mentioned him. Reed Shepard mentioned him. Sadiq Bey mentioned him. You get all those Memphis guys I'm not really interested in. There you go. All right. If we didn't fill this up, we're gonna. All right, waiting for one more. Just one more. One more dance. Any comments on the ranks there? Any comments on the ranks here? Anything else? Let's see. We got a lot of emails. Oh, we got a new subscriber to Bagel with Locks. Who was it? Nat. Shout out Nat, bro. Shout out Nat. Also, a couple of you guys signed up for paid subscribers. Like you just did that on your own without a pay benefit. And that was really nice. Thank you for doing that to support it. I wanted to do the whole first season completely free, which I'm going to still do. Actually, what you're getting right now will stay free, but I think I am going to create like a paid tier for some extra stuff, maybe like midday updates or whatever. DJP said you thought Duran would be higher. Okay, we're drafting out of the 6 hole. We see E. Coxer in there and Matty Harrison in there. Hell yeah. All right, so just quickly, Duran, so you said you thought it'd be higher. You could take him over Cooper Flag if you want, but were you going to take him over KD and Amen if you don't think, if you think Şengün might not play? So I think it's hard to put him ahead of anybody else. I mean, I do have him ahead of Giddey. I have him ahead of that crew. So, all right, let's see. I'm curious to see what this looks like now that, again, the first time that I've done this in a while, how much things have shifted around here. I'll be honest, I don't know how many more of these I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sprinkle in a few, and then maybe like as we get closer to lock of like I guess we kind of know who the 20 teams are that are gonna at least make the play-in, right? Like we got those teams in. We know it's gonna be Golden State, Portland, Clippers, and Phoenix. Like, that's probably your 7 through 10. And we know it's going to be some version of Atlanta, Miami, Philadelphia, Toronto, Orlando, Charlotte, right? Is Tatum really 1-2? Is he really? Whoa. Is that really what's happening? What if we do I don't want to. Is he really 1-2 right now? Let's take Donovan Mitchell. Oh, Mobley's pick 20 now. Let's take Donovan Mitchell. Let's take Luka. Let's build out the Lakers one. All right, so Wemby still okay. This is still pretty normal here. JB over Cade is fun though. Yeah, 5th round Tatum was sick. That's why I'm a little hesitant to just keep hammering these. And I know that's not the right attitude because CLV only matters so much. But I mean, 5th round Tatum was sick. All of those Celtics teams that have just like everybody. What I really like about the Boston build too is I don't think they're talented enough to win series 4-0, you know? So I think even though I think even though I do think they come out of the East and they're going to be favored in every series, I think no matter who they play, it's going like 6 or 7. So, or maybe not 7 every time, but there you go. BT Cruiser gets JB and JT. Yeah, man, we're getting Tatum down here, bro. So not too much has changed outside of Tatum climbing here. I don't think people believe in the Lakers right now, which is kind of why I just wanted to clear East and West. I'm sure I don't have Harden coming back, but maybe we can get Mobley down here. You know who I don't believe in? I understand going Cat Brunson there. I do get it. I just don't believe in the Knicks. I don't know. Maybe that's just my Massachusetts bias, but I don't. So the vibes are weird. All right, Harden goes. Cox, you prick. Duran. All right, so we're on the clock. So we're gonna take Mobs. We're gonna take Mobs here. We'll grab some Mabes. I also think I'm just gonna this is maybe a little bit early, but let's grab a little let's grab a little castle. Let's build some castles in the sky. I probably should have taken LeBron there, especially because I know I'm gonna take Austin Reeves. One thing I might try to do is sneak in some magic. I don't have any magic at this point. I don't have any heat either. So maybe we throw Bam and Hero in this. Maybe we do a little 1-2. Are there any good Miami wings? Jaime, man, I feel like if you're drafting Jaime, you need them to go like deep. You know what I mean? Like, because I don't know how much he's going to contribute to your fantasy scoring in rounds 1, maybe even round 2. But if you think they're going to the conference finals, I think you get more Jaime minutes, or you just need some upsets. All right, let's get me to LeBron. Don't take LeBron. Scotty Barnes. God bless you, K. Will. What's this team look like? Jokic, Chet, Jamal, Şengün, Barnes. Yeah, God bless you, man. Oh, Jared Allen goes. That sucks. So does LeBron. Everybody's a jerk, dude. Everybody is just a jerk. We'll take Paolo. I might take Aaron Gordon here too. Although we're getting like some pretty good value on these. But we need some wangs. We need some wangs. Let's get some Aaron Gordon. So we're gonna have. I don't even know who our 3 is gonna be. We might just do a Luka 1-off, bro. No, Bane will be free a little bit later. I don't think we need to get Bane yet. I don't think any sickos are taking Bane. We can probably get Bane with our last pick. Yeah, that's pretty good value by BT Cruiser, and he's got 3 Celtics, 1 Rocket, 1 Laker, 1 Sixer. I bet he takes Austin Reeves with this. I don't like this. Here's what I'm saying. Coxer, you owe me $10, bro. I didn't do my homework first. All right. I should have done my homework. I caved to peer pressure. I built ranks for DJP. You guys aren't in charge here. Sorry, guys. I'm cranky. I stayed up too late. My back hurts. We are going to get some Desmond Bain. Maybe we double click those Miami bros too, right? I mean, we got Bam and Hero there. Let's get Bain out there. Honestly, Watson would be fine too. So we get 2 Nuggets. Reeves, we're going to get Reeves up in there too to get 2 Lakers. All right, Reeves is off the board. Man, people love look. This team's insane. Hold on, K. Will, are you in the chat? Look at this. All right, so we got 2 Nuggets, and then just 1 of everybody. All right, Kawhi goes. All right, I'm just gonna do it. Let's just go. Let's just take Bam and Hero. Whatever. Let's live a little, bro. Let's live a little. Zombie Heat forever. Zombie Heat forever. How's Maddie doing? All right, Maddie got a K. Oh, weird. Maddie took Pistons. Cade, Ant, Dern, Randall, little 2-2. Asar Thompson. All right, 3-2. Oh, Thompson Bros. Do you get a bonus by drafting Bros? And then Kawhi, Rudy. Kawhi, man, that was probably a cheat code that I whiffed on earlier. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's so hard to, like, all of my teams made sense last month. And now I'm getting cooked. I'm getting cooked by the cash. Man, I want a bacon, egg, and cheese today. I'm not going to do it. But gosh darn it, I want one. I need to eat something healthy. But I want it. I want a bacon, egg, and cheese. I want some hot sauce. On an everything bagel. That's what I want. All right, let's see. What are people doing? Man, this team sucks. It really. All right, so right now we've got 2 Magic, 2 Cavs, 1 Laker, 1 Spur, 1 Magic, 1 Nugget. Imagine me making fun of other people's teams when I just did this dog shit. All right, Peyton Watson honestly would low-key be good here. Who took Bane? Maddie, you piece of shit. All right, so we'll do Bane. So that gives us 2 nugs. Last pick of the draft. All right, so we need Max Strus, baby. Strus is going to be loose for the postseason. Let's get our 3rd Cav. This truly the worst draft I've ever done. Bane. Maddie just did it to you. Oh, unbelievable. Avocado toast and hot sauce compromise. Yeah, that does sound good too. I'm not a big avocado toast bro, if I'm being honest. But that is the healthy way to go. Either that or I just push towards lunch. Can I get to lunch and then go get a salad, you know? Gotta go get a salad. All right, Champagne goes. IQ goes. Reed Shep there. Shep. All right, let's call it. Let's call it, boys. Good job, everybody. I'm glad we all lit some money on fire together. We'll be back here 5 p.m. with less of the sun in my face. We'll be back at 5 p.m. live before lock. If you've watched this long and if you've yet to subscribe and like the video, I think there's something wrong. Go talk to somebody. All right, we'll see you guys later. Enjoy the weekend. If I don't see you live before lock, we out.